dude. Nice. So how was it? How was the event?
It was fun, but really hot.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
I mean, it was bad. But like,
How hot is it up there where you're at? How hot is it?
well, it was like 82. But like, you imagine
Oh,
just
my
staying
God.
out there. Imagine just sitting out there for like hours. Because we didn't go to the actual stadium. We went on the hill, the famous hill that's out there, and we sat on the hill basically like the
Oh,
entire.
it's one where you could see from, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got you. Derpy, I don't think you would survive here in the valley, bro.
No, dude.
I probably wouldn't.
Yeah, this place is not for the weak, dog.
Yeah, it's like, and we're not even talking about just like the crazy people. We're talking about just
dude.
the fucking heat itself.
The cop beaters, dude.
Bro, that was
Yeah.
fucking wildest shit.
Oh yeah, I did my stats thing too this Friday.
Oh, good shit.
Good yeah, shit. They won 55-21.
Nice, yeah, dude. Nice.
And the last thing is, I just recently for dinner I just went and met one of my alumni. That he can't make it to the reunion this year, but he opened a restaurant and I went and supported him and got a nice shirt. So,
bro, that's
Hell
nice.
Yeah, dude. Hell that's yeah, nice. Man. That's awesome, dude. Always showing the love, my guy.
Nice. So what else is going on? So we're talking. We haven't had Triggs on the show in a bit.
That's triggering, but
I've always been a little bit kind of like busy with stuff going on right now since everything was like back to school and time's like a huge crunch in my life when it comes to everything because I deal with like events and children and students and stuff like that. A lot of them are like what is it, end of the year? You know, tournaments and fights and all this shit. So my life's been kind of topsy-turvy right now. But
I can empathize.
yeah. Triggs has been going through some shit too, man. So other than that, nerd news, we're gonna get into stuff. Actually, it's a really cool thing that Triggs brought it up, but it wasn't a cool thing, but Rob also talked about in the comment section. We had a weird fucking Valley bullshit fight happened on 17th Street where in the video a woman gets assaulted, a cop, a female cop, and there's a fuckload of people around her because it's kind of like, I'll admit it, the Valley is 17th Street's like the Temu version of Austin. It's it acts like it's a big clubbing scene, but it's just a bunch of fucking piece of shit people. There are some nice places and some nice people there. It's just a handful.
Very many of them.
Yeah, a handful of them can be really big pieces of shit. So, I just wanted to give some awareness, I guess you could say, to people that are out there in the clubbing scene. Protect yourself and, look out for yourself and look out for your loved ones and friends that are out there. And at the same time, like, don't be a piece of shit and hold a camera while a female cop's getting beat up.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't be a fucking piece of shit coward.
Didn't even think we'd need to say that.
Yeah.
I think that's the crazier thing is that
that's
like to fucking be said in the first
out
place.
of all the shit that happened this weekend, like there's a lot, and we're going to talk about it because I think Robert mentioned it too, the Rampage Jackson thing. We're going to talk about that too because that's a conversation to have, and since I dwell in that art, a lot more than normal people do, I like to speak up about things like this, and that female cop getting beat up and a bunch of dudes around her like acting a fool and being dumb. Yo, dude, you guys are pieces of shit, dude. Like you guys are real big pieces of shit. You guys deserve the smoke when you guys get it, man. So, I hope that female officer's all right. What's up?
F around and find out.
Yeah, pretty much. So the situation happened downtown McAllen. There is a video out of the guy who's assaulting the cop, so they'll catch him.
What I've heard is the assailant has been. So from what I've heard is the assailant actually has been captured.
Good. I hope they press charges. I hope he gets his time in the box and. He's gonna be a pretty little girlfriend for someone in there. So.
No, COs are gonna have a fucking ball with him.
Yeah, man. And I hope he gets it too, man. I hope he gets it. I hope you get it, bud.
Trigger.
You get it real good.
What's good, man?
But going off.
That bet is triggering me.
Yeah, it's super, bro. If you saw the video, I don't even want to put the video up because I just keep.
Yeah, dude, it's pretty rough, man.
The problem is the fucking dude that's videotaping. Like, mind you, he was able to capture the video and have evidence. But he didn't capture it because he wanted evidence. He caught it because he's a piece of shit and he wants to try to make a viral video and work on someone else's demise. So shout out to that piece of shit too, man. Hopefully you get yours also.
Dude, you know what the crazy thing is? I think I know who actually captured the video. like on some real shit.
Brian.
It's the Valley, bro. It's Brian. Brian's not even here.
Brian got it. That motherfucker.
I mean, more than likely we do. It's the downtown scene. A lot of these piece of trash people, like they go there commonly, so we're gonna run into them every now and then. You know what I mean?
I wonder if that person's a Cowboys fan like Brian.
What do you even mean? Everyone's a fucking Cowboy fan down here. Who do you expect them to go for down here if they're not a Cowboys fan? Who would you expect, Derpy?
The Chargers.
I know one guy that's a Charger. That's Mario Superstar Salazar, the comedian from down here. He's a pretty talented individual. He's doing a lot of shows and stuff. He's a huge Charger.
Everyone else supports the Rams, so that's why.
Oh yeah, Mr. Salazar.
Yeah. He's a huge Chargers fan. It's a huge Chargers fan.
Dude, his parody videos that he does on
he's great.
Fights
the commentating
are
one
hilarious.
Yeah, the commentating one.
Hilarious.
Yeah. But yeah, I know he's a Chargers fan. No one that I know is a Rams fan. I don't know anybody that's a Rams fan. I think the other ones I know like maybe one Texan fan and a bunch of 49ers fans.
So they smoke weed.
Is that what 49er fans are?
Pretty much.
Oh, my bad. I didn't know that. No,
he's like, so they do drugs.
Yeah, so they're fucking.
They do drugs. Yeah. You're
Shout
telling
out to
me
San Antonio, man. We saw some crazy people doing the fentanyl dance. Shout out, man. Bro, we're watching it. We're watching these fucking people, and I'm trying to get a burger before we leave San Antonio, and we're there in the drive-thru, and there's this fucking dude across the street. It looks like he's shitting standing up, and he's like slapping his own ass, but it looks like I don't know. And I'm with my friend John, and I'm with this girl April, which is another friend of ours who revs, and she's there in the front seat, and I look across the street, and I'm like, bro, what if when you take fentanyl, it just opens your minds to fight demons from hell? And it's like that movie from Ghost, right? You remember that movie Ghost when the demons come out of the ground and they start like pulling them into the floor? And I was like, what if the reason why these people are like hunched over is because the demons are pulling them, and they're trying to fight the demons off, you know what I mean? Like, and we're just like laughing at them, and they're actually like yelling for help because they're fighting demons. And my friend looks at me and goes, Chris, just go to sleep, dude. Like,
yeah, that's what I said. Shut the fuck up, dude.
Just take a fucking nap already, dude.
Yeah, dude. Like you're the guy who like there's like 5 people around, and it's like the opposite of Microsoft is macro hard. Shut the fuck up, Chris. Bro, I'm gonna fucking sleep.
I had a moment we're waiting in line, and there was a guy like right on the sidewalk next to the drive-thru of Whataburger. And he was just laying on the floor, like sleeping. So I'm not going to assume like he was homeless or he was whatever. I would think he's just a fentanyl dude. Like, and that's where he just decided to fight demons, right? Like just right there. But he had a bike with him, right? Just like a BMX bike. And I look at my friend. I go, you know what? I should go steal his bike, dude. Like, my friend goes,
triggers, dog.
Fucking what? And I was like, yeah, dude. Like, I should just go steal his bike. And he's like, I was like, nah, I'm not gonna do it. I'm just fucking around. And I go, but
I'm gonna steal this bike.
I was like, fucking bike over the fence or whatever. No, I go, what if this fucking dude, like out of nowhere, just like stood up, got on the bike, did a kickflip, and laid the fuck back down on the ground, dude. Like, didn't say anything, like just instantly got up, kickflipped, and then just like laid back down. Like, and he'd been asleep for like a good 30-40 minutes. We've been waiting there. And my friend looked at me.
Dude, sometimes you got to recognize, dude.
Dude, sometimes you just got to show people you got game, dude.
Yeah, dude, yeah. Sometimes you just got to
even
flex on
them. Even if you got game.
Yeah, you just got to let people know, like, I run shit here.
Yeah. You're like, oh, shit, you want some extra bacon? Boom, bitch. Here's your bacon and lay back down. Not a good shit. That's like fucking doing a backflip in Starbucks. You're like third in line. You haven't even ordered yet. You know what I mean? Just like real random out of pocket shit.
2 shots, motherfucker. What's up?
Yeah, boom. And then you just act normal. Everybody's like, wow. And you're like, what? What do you mean? I didn't do anything. Leave me alone.
Let me get that nitro press too, mommy.
Yeah, and fucking give me 2 shots of espresso, bitch. Yeah. Goat's milk or whatever.
Yeah. Motherfucker, don't forget.
Yeah, dude, we had it was a wild time in San Antonio. It was a really wild time. But a great time overall. All right, let's get right into conversation. It is 8:33.
I have a topic.
Yeah. Oh my God. Fucking Derpy comes right in. And we got like
Right, dude?
5 topics, Derpy. So if you're gonna step on toes, and I'm gonna let you know you can't do that if it's set up here already. But what's your topic?
Swear to God, if it's Superman,
Sacrificing your dog, Trigger.
Cyber pricing your dog?
Sacrificing your dog, Trigger.
To who? For what? What's the reason?
You don't have enough money in the world to make me do that.
Which Mormon god are we helping out today?
The Cowboys.
The Cowboys. What's you the Cowboys, dude?
Fuck that, dude. The
Are
last
you on a
time,
vendetta against
the
the
last
Cowboys
time
right
the
now?
Cowboys won a Super Bowl, you weren't even alive.
Well, technically, yes and no, because I was born that year.
Wait, what do you mean?
The last time they won it? The last time they won it was the year that I was born, and they actually play my team that I support, and they beat that team, and they haven't won since then.
Oh, so you support wives because those guys just beat wives, bro.
Yeah. Get fucked, dude.
Get fucked. They get fucked. They just beat wives. All right, that's crazy, boys. That's crazy. But yeah. So what's your topic? Just that you want to sacrifice your dogs? We can't do that. It's not viable. It's not viable.
What can we? I'll think something. I'm thinking something.
Oh,
okay. we got 5 other ones, my guy.
Yeah, so. We got things, man. Yeah. So big fan. As you guys know, I'm a huge nerd, and I sometimes dabble on being an introvert, and I fuck off a lot, and I just hang at home and do my own thing. So really excited.
So do I.
So yeah, it's all of us. It's literally everybody. So Halo fans rejoice. Helldivers is doing an ODST drop and a homage to Halo on the 26th. I am
for democracy.
For democracy, indeed, my friend. For democracy. I'm super excited. I'm a huge Helldivers fan. I got like 300 hours already invested since the game come out. Yeah. Have you seen the video of the orchestra at some fucking they're like at some like really high end concert and the orchestra's playing the Halo song. They're playing the Helldivers song. That's fucking funny.
I still need to get that game, dude. I feel so bad.
I need to get it still.
It blows my mind you do not have it yet, Triggs.
Yeah, honestly,
I don't have it
of all people to have it, it should be me.
Yeah, I don't have it. It blows my mind you don't have it. That's crazy, bro. I didn't know you didn't have that game already.
I just like the memes of it.
The memes? Oh, it's because it's very similar to the Warhammer stuff.
Yeah.
It's very, very similar to Warhammer.
It kind of made it. Fortnite kind of made it like the season of what's it called? The Helldivers, basically.
Yeah, true that. 100%.
They made it like with bugs and everything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and cool. I can't wait for them to do like a legitimate Warhammer Switch, dude. I cannot wait. That would be so fucking cool. That'd be so dope. But let's go ahead and get into that's our first point of conversation. It's not really a big conversation. I'm just talking about it because I'm a huge fucking nerd and I love Helldivers. And not only that, Starship Troopers, if you have it, Starship Troopers is great. But on the concept and talks of where are my children? Oh my gosh. Yeah, they're there. Yeah, they're there.
They're being very loud, kid. Yeah. Hold on. Let me go get one. Deku, come here.
Continue.
So with the idea of being on the concept of video games and talks, they did do GamesCon and they did another convention, another gaming thing. It went really well, went pretty good. Of course, we know that.
We watched GamesCon.
We got together. I got together on your podcast. We watched a little bit. And I know they did another one too, but it was pretty much just the same stuff. But Metal Gear Solid Delta is going to be coming out soon. That one is a G. I think it's like in 5 days or 4 days.
I thought it was out already.
Is it out already? I thought it would still take a couple days. Let me see. Metal Gear, Snake Eater Delta. No, not Metallica, bro. What are you doing? I mean,
loud noises, Trigger. Loud noises.
No, not loud enough, dude. Don't be a puss. I cannot. Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater.
That's what we should.
Yeah,
what's up?
Yes, mommy is asking for her children.
Come here,
Metal Gear Solid. The 28th. It's coming out August 28th on 2025. So really exciting. Been checking out videos. Looks very, very sharp. Cannot wait. What else? What other little things came out? Black Ops 6 to 7 is apparently bringing back, if you're a fan of that, the Zombies crew from the original game. So they'll be coming back with the next one. I just don't know the that's what's been getting a lot of people.
I heard they might be doing Transit again.
Yeah, they're doing a remake of the Transit, which is the bus map, and a lot of people are kind of confused as to why the originals are coming back, and a lot of people are kind of like, "Dang
Money.
it, you're doing it." Yeah, money, 100% money. And yes, we saw the trailer for Silk Song. We got a release date. Wukong is going to be getting a new DLC with a new
There you go,
villain.
Batman.
Dude,
Yeah,
even
Lego
Fallout
Batman.
Season 2 is getting got its release date.
Yeah, we got a lot of stuff coming out.
Trigger. Did you see the Lego Batman game?
Yeah, but honestly, those have never really interested me.
It's
Like,
crazy. It's very much like they're now taking the OS from Arkham Asylum for the game.
Really?
So it's not playing like Legos anymore. It's playing like Arkham Asylum, but
And
as
it's
Legos.
As Legos.
Yeah, dude, it's kind of weird, wacky.
That's,
but I mean,
that's very wonky.
Covers his entire career though.
Yeah, it's Batman Legos. Like, they're gonna get a little bit weird, but
yeah,
what a cool idea for them to get a little bit more egregious, like kind of getting out there with the violence and picking it up to bring up really cool fight scenes and shit like that in the game with the Arkham Asylum's engine for running it. So pretty good. But yeah, we got some really cool things for video games coming out, really exciting stuff, and yeah, cannot wait. But not only that, Triggs reminded me too, the Psycho is going to be getting an anime.
I did see that.
Yeah,
Sekiro.
Sekiro.
Yeah, dude, Sekiro's getting an anime, bro.
Yeah, Sekiro's gonna be getting an anime.
Which to me is like nuts, bro, because like we've never had a From Software anime. And honestly, I think that's the one. Like, I mean, a lot of people really thought that it would have been Bloodborne, right? Because Bloodborne has its own graphic novel, and so there's that, and then, like, it has its own books. And then there's Dark Souls and stuff like that, which has lore coming out of the fucking ears. Same thing with Elden Ring, but Sekiro getting the anime.
That's pretty dope.
Dude, that's nuts, bro. Nuts. I'm super excited for that. It's as like an avid anime watcher, like especially now, like right now, dude, I'm all in it right now.
What do you think about the let me say I'm gonna try to find the trailer real quick. Sekiro anime. What do you think about the idea of them switching out the main character with the young female antagonist? Like, what do you think that story is gonna kind of? Because that's what it kind of looked like to me when I was watching it. Right? I'm not gonna put the audio.
No, I believe it's about the wolf.
Yeah, the animation looks fucking fantastic too, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, it looks like this character is going to be kind of like picking up the mantle, which if this is actually a really interesting take.
I thought this was 100 years later.
No, because that's the main character of the first video game.
Yeah, they said it was like 100 years later.
This guy lived 100 years later. That's pretty dope. But I think that eventually this guy's going to get killed off, and the female character is going to be taking over the main mantle. And if that's the way that they are implementing on how driving the story into them making a part 2 and introducing a female antagonist.
Yeah, that's why I was like, I really
don't.
I don't think it's gonna be the ward, like, because it's a little boy.
Is it a little kid? It's a little boy.
Yeah, it's a little boy. But yeah, that the boy is in charge of Wolf, like the guy in red, the guy missing the arm and stuff like that. Because like for anyone who's ever played, this game is harder than fuck, dude. Is fucking hard. And like,
is it harder than the tutorial level for Ninja Gaiden, the original one? Because that shit
it's getting there. It's getting there. Yeah, and you know what's so funny? I have the Ninja Gaiden trilogy, the original one. I still haven't gotten past the tutorial. I'm like, holy fuck, it's hard.
It's ridiculous, dude. The tutorial level is ridiculous, man. It's the hardest fucking thing to pass, I swear to God.
Yeah, you're like, dude.
There's memes about Ninja Gaiden's difficulty tutorial level. What is it?
They're like, dude, if you can pass the tutorial level, the rest of the game is a fucking.
What's the fucking guy from Game Grumps, Arian Hansen? He used to do the Totally Awesome cartoons on Newgrounds. He literally has a Newgrounds anime making fun of the tutorial level in Ninja Gaiden, and it's like,
dude, it's a motherfucker.
It's a motherfucker,
dude. And you know what's crazy? I haven't even gotten to the boss yet.
Yeah, the fucking first guy on the horse is like the stupidest fucking villain ever.
Like, bro, what the fuck? How is
fucking
so
Dark Souls
hard?
Dark Souls getting fucking ideas from this inspiration.
Dude, Dark Souls wished, dude.
It could be the fucking tutorial level.
My
Oh, dude, it's just ridiculous. And then Audrey in the comment section, hello Audrey, good to see you, says Fallout 2, the trailer, I'm still nerding out.
Dude,
Yes, I am nerding out,
dude,
too.
so hard. So
I'm
hard,
impressed.
Bro.
Wait, let me ask you guys something and tell me if you guys are kind of about this, because you guys remember the first season, right?
Obviously. Vaguely.
Jeez, you got to go back, Derpy, and watch it again.
Yeah,
you made me watch Last of Us 2, man.
Yeah. God damn it.
I didn't make you watch Last of Us 2. Brian did.
No, I'm going to blame both of you the same amount. You guys take accountability for
Brian,
it.
Brian, it's Brian's fault.
And all of you motherfuckers made me watch Rogue One.
Rogue One's
all
good,
of it,
though.
and I watched it.
I wasn't going to. I was never going to cave to that.
Dude, I
was never going to cave to that. Like, it's still not fucking happening. Because guess what? Spoiler alert, they all fucking die.
Yeah, dude. I was like, do I have to watch this? I already know how it ends, dude. I mean, I'm grateful they got the plan.
Spoiler alert, they fucking die.
They die. Titanic sinks.
Yeah,
the Titanic sinks. Who'd have known?
Yeah.
Oh, that was fucking funny.
I remember reading about. I remember watching the aftermath of this in 1990.
Yeah, and the turnout was exactly the same.
Exactly the same. They still fucking
They even had that video of Darth Vader going in and killing a bunch of dudes in the hallway.
Yeah.
Same shit in a different angle, dude. But so Audrey says, but dude, Rogue One is so good. I'll hear no slander.
Slander. All the slander.
Slander with the little bell and shit. Slander.
Ding, ding, ding.
Yeah. I thought it was cool. I think Donnie Yen was all right, but they used Donnie Yen the same way Blade 2 used him. In like the dumbest way possible.
Dude, and you know what's so funny? I just rewatched Highlander Endgame where Donnie Yen comes out and he's just like, and I'm like, God, you are so fucking stereotyped back then.
But I told Brian, and I don't know if this is ever gonna come to fruition, that he needs to see Arcane. Because he has not seen Arcane. And he's like, no, I don't want to watch that shit because it looks stupid. And I was like, Brian,
you made me do this.
You made me watch Rogue One, which was like mid-tier, like trying to take 100% mid-tier, bro. 100%.
No.
Dude,
no.
You want to know something funny? I'm gonna tell you guys. I know the exact moment in the theater that I fell asleep.
Yeah.
Like I know the exact moment when it happened. And I didn't fall asleep at Thor: Love and Thunder.
I don't know how you didn't.
I did not fall asleep at Thor: Love and Thunder. I fell asleep at this one.
Arcane.
Danny, what's up, Danny? It's good to see you. Rogue One is not fire, Brian. It's okay. It's a campfire. Maybe at the max. At the max, it's a Duralast log, dude. Maybe at the max, it's a Duralast log.
Ryan, you need to come on here right now and roast Chris for.
Roast me. I'm not going to be as roasted as the cast in Rogue One at the end of the movie.
Rogue One.
I'm not going to be as roasted as the main cast, dude.
Dang.
I really think, again, Donnie Yen was very underutilized and he should have been taken care of more. At least giving him a bigger action or a bigger role. Him and the dude that's with him, I thought they were good characters. I thought the characters were all right. And you know what? Andor makes it feel a lot better, though. Andor season 2 makes it feel a heck of a lot better. But I think me and Trigger are on the same boat of this. Is like the reason why I didn't hit us as hard is because it's like Solo. Like, did you guys like Solo? Did you think Solo was fire?
I turned it off in the first 5 minutes
because you knew what the fuck Solo was doing in his past life. You knew what he was already gonna do. All this shit at the beginning when he was a teenager. No one gives a fuck. That's Al Bundy's football career. Dude. It's Al Bundy's football career and fucking Married with Children. He's selling shoes and he's like, bro, I scored 20 touchdowns once in a JV football team. And you're like, bro, I don't give a fuck, dude. I don't give a fuck.
I'm a size 9, dude.
Yo, can I have my shoes already, dude?
Right.
Rogue One is literally the last Star Wars movie ever. Fan, old and young, liked it together. Is it?
Yeah.
He's
not wrong.
Sure. I don't know. I kind of think the video game that you guys play did a fuckload better than the movies did. What's the Cal Kestis game? Still a better story.
Yeah.
Still a better story than Twilight too, man. I don't give a fuck. I'll say that too. I mean, I think shit. David in the comment section says the best movies are the Ray movies Ray movies. They brought Palpatine back, guys.
Yeah.
Don't fuck around with that big Papa Palpatine. And they just joking, hell no. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm not really like, I don't know. I think Andor season 2 did really
Someone
well.
needs the band, David, for about 20 minutes, okay?
Money in the bed. But yeah, I'm not a big fan. But Brian, I need you to see Arcane. I think Arcane is Vince hasn't seen Arcane either.
I'd rather jump off into a river than watch Arcane.
Then see Arcane?
Yeah, I'm good.
Bro, you're ridiculous, dude. You're ridiculous, Derpy. Ridiculous.
I'm good.
So you've never seen Arcane at all?
No.
Is it because of the game? The game sucks, dude.
No, it's because there's some goofy stuff in it that I don't want to watch.
Goofy? What do you mean goofy stuff?
Is
it the ladies kissing each other? Is that the goofy stuff?
Yeah.
You don't like ladies kissing each other?
Well, you complained about The Last of Us.
I complained when she said she was going to be a father. It's like I didn't complain that they were doing stuff. That's college, bro.
I'm good.
That's college. No, it's not. That's like that kind of stuff happens in the second season. It's not really crazy either. Yes, Netflix Arcane. It's very, very good. Masterpiece when it comes to animation. Storytelling is really good. It's masterful. Yeah, my Rogue One said that Gal Urso created the Death Star when the prequels clearly state that he doesn't. Because the aliens had the fucking template that they were designing and they had, remember?
Yes, the aliens that were probing.
No. You know what I'm talking about. Do you remember the prequels for Star Wars?
Yes.
Do you remember when Anakin is like kind of practically already evil? And he's on the base on Mustafar with those two aliens, the two great aliens with the weird heads and the real funny ones.
Yeah.
They show and they go, here are the plans for the Death Star that we created. And then he's like, bet. And he takes them. And that's where you get the plans.
And then he kills them.
Yeah. And then Rogue One comes out and they're like, nah, Jay Urso. What's his name? The fucking dad? Jaren? No, it was a Star Killer's name. Galen Urso. Yeah. Yo, as a matter of fact, dude, Triggs, holy fuck, I just remembered. And anybody in the comments, Star Killer is apparently going to be making his first live action debut in Ahsoka season 2.
I've heard that is not confirmed.
I'm all right, but I'm gonna look that up because I need to know. And you tell me off the top of your head. Star.
You mean the base? That got blown up?
Nah, Star Killer is the name of the character from Star Wars Unleashed. Please tell me what you think of this.
Some things they need to let go of it.
It says AI overview, right? This is, I guess, Gawk or whatever the AI is on Google says. There are rumors and strong speculations that Star Killer character voiced by Sam Witwer will make an appearance in Ahsoka season 2, possibly as a new dark side power figure connected to the Mortis storyline. But this appearance is not officially confirmed by Disney or Lucasfilms. While Witwer voiced the son in Ahsoka season 1, a recent report from Facebook groups have suggested Whitmer will be playing Star Killer as the son of Mortis in season 2. What do you think of fucking that, dude?
Then it would be Sam Witwer as the son, not as Galen Merrick.
It'd be too much.
But that's still crazy. Well, why do you think that? Why do you think that? Why do you think that would be too much?
Because they're building up to the movie.
Well, it's going to be the Mortis story is going to be like a side story because they're trying to establish. This is what I think. They're trying to establish the new gods of the Star Wars universe. So that way you have like the pantheon of like the you have the Mount Olympus of Star Wars, like you have Thor
like
and
the family and stuff like that.
Yeah, you know what I mean, like the pantheon characters. So you can have like the cosmic, the behind the scenes, the backdoor Star Wars stuff, the traveling through the multiverse and time. It establishes a lot of stuff when you have characters in that level. They're like the Infinities and the Gauntlets and the Galactuses and all of that, but in Star Wars, right?
Right.
And apparently they're going to be bringing in that chick. What was her name from back in the day? Ambessa from Arcane.
Buku?
the demon chick with the fucked up venom teeth. That's gonna be the mother, the dark side character.
Ventress?
I don't know.
I'll bring it up right now. Star Wars mother.
Witch? The witch?
Something like that. She's not a Lynch though.
The Knight's
She
sister.
is Abeloth,
Okay.
bringer of chaos. Yeah, there it is. There's a picture. Look, I'll show you a picture right now. That character, Abeloth.
Mm.
So this character is pretty famous in the Legends series, or the Legends, like the books and all that stuff back in there, which are kind of like all.
Well, you're talking about like the crappy Legends.
Yeah, but it's already kind of retconned in that situation, right? But this is a character that they're apparently trying to push for the mother character. So, have you heard about this one, Triggs?
No. Well, I mean, I know who Abeloth is.
Yeah.
Honestly,
What do you think about that?
I mean,
honestly,
like,
I really don't care because I'm just waiting for the movie to come out. Basically,
Which
what they're
movie?
leading up with Thrawn. Basically,
The Mandarin and Grogu one, or what?
I don't think the Mandarin Grogu one is connected to Thrawn. Is it, Trigger?
yeah.
It's all gonna be
is it?
connected. Yeah, all of this shit's gonna get connected to it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what's the point of season 2 then?
What do you mean? The point of season 2 in which way? So Mandalorian, the Mandalorian.
No, just Ahsoka.
So again, Ahsoka's story, which was casually created and brought to life because of the Mandalorian, and of course Clone Wars and all that stuff from before, but it was kind of pushed back into the forefront after that series came out, right? I think 100% that again the Star Wars mythos has kind of surrounded the Skywalkers for all this time. You know, now you have the new race series, but they don't really have anything else other than here's the Empire or the New Order, or there's no really like an overarching villain, just this thing that keeps getting its ass kicked over and over again. And then the thing is, like, it's kind of gone underneath that by going into like the gangs and the violence and the racketeering and the cartels and the money laundering and the rich people. Like, it's gone into the subspecies of what kind of makes Star Wars what it is as a universe, but it hasn't gone into like the religious philosophical aspect as to what makes all of this shit like clockwork turn. And in the Rebel show, or was it the other one, the Clone Wars Triggs, that they initiated the mother, the father, and the daughter, or the father, the son, and the daughter, right?
Yeah.
Like, was it in the Rebels or was it in Clone Wars?
Clone Wars.
The
Clone Wars.
Yeah.
So, and in that series, we knew that they were pushing for Anakin to be the son, right?
Yeah, or at least that's what they were like trying to hint at.
Mm-hmm.
And then like coming to find out that like he actually has or like he's like he falls a little bit, or yeah, that he's closer to the son than he was like the daughter, but he was supposed to like have like a daughter like affinity or some shit like that.
I think it was supposed to be Ahsoka. I think the daughter, the entity itself had chosen Ahsoka. That's why she was always helping her out as an avatar, right?
Yeah.
But it's been a long time since I played the games, but I thought Galen, the Star Killer guy, had died in the series.
He did. He died.
Right? He did, right?
He technically dies in the first one, and then he's cloned
in the second one,
and given the memories of the original one in the second.
And don't they clone him like a third time to make him fight himself or some shit? Isn't that what it was?
They clone him hundreds of times.
Oh God.
Yeah,
he is the new fucking what is it? Boba Fett. He's the new Django for the clones.
Yeah, like and that's ironically, that's the same technology that they were using was the original Django stuff.
Yeah, for the clone soldiers or whatever. But like, okay,
so they essentially used his template and then used the same technology that Django
for them
had been given, and then they tried making a bunch of clones, but because like Django's not force sensitive, there's like a lot more like nuance to like making clones like that, to making them force sensitive, and then like the chlorians are also like a thing in it. So it became like a huge thing how like not every clone was like a good clone or like a perfect clone, and the only one that was like treated fucking super well. Like he was very sheltered. And then finally, like when his like, and like the clones that like did look like Galen Merrick, a lot of them would go nuts because like when they were given his memories, like they would be like, he'd be like, you killed my girlfriend or whatever. And
yeah, they were
like, well, kill him. We got to kill him now. And so yeah. And so like the one that was just like, fuck that bitch. They were like, okay, good. And he's
good.
Like,
we got one.
Yeah, they're like, and he's like, just kidding. I'm gonna get that.
It's a good way to put it. Yeah, but what do you think of the idea of them bringing? I guess the concept would be one of the clones as the new son, like him come up and be like, "Yo, this is who it is." Unless he's literally, unless they're just bringing the actor in as the voice.
Yeah, they're probably gonna bring him like as his likeness and his voice. Like, I don't think he's going to play the character of Galen Merrick. Yeah, because like they tried canonizing him in I forget what game. In the first game where he meets Leia, he meets Han, he meets Luke, and he kills them. You know, like he kills all of them. Like he's like the original Inquisitor, and then there's also like another skin that you can get for him, and it's called General Starkiller, and he's like an older gentleman, and like you know, like he's been through it, and yeah, like he's like he was made a general in the Resistance.
That's crazy. That's crazy. I think it'd be pretty interesting to see him. I mean, of course, what's his name? Whitmer, Sam Whitmer, Sam Whitner.
So, yeah, Whitwer.
Yeah, he has been such a pillar in the Star Wars community. Yeah, Sam Whitmer.
Dude, that guy is so into Star Wars that honestly, like, if it doesn't come from Filoni, him, or Lucas, I kind of don't care. Oh, no more Chris. What happened?
Dang. Shoot.
Dang.
Well, that was. Sorry about that.
What'd you do this time?
I kicked a cat or something, and my whole computer stopped working. No, I'm just kidding. No, but yeah, like we were saying, yeah, I think for them to bring Sam Whitmer, he's such a prolific image in the Star Wars world, such a huge fan of the Star Wars community. I think it'd be pretty cool if they kind of initiated him into some kind of like first live action role. I kind of was hoping that they were going to use him for the Solo movie. Like, I kind of felt if they were to kind of use him for Solo would be really nice in some way, because that was such a previous time period before all the Darth Vaders and the Skywalkers and the bullshit, that it would have been pretty cool to have him kind of initiate in there in some way. But yeah, not a bad idea, man. Not a bad idea. Let's go on. The Sakido anime. We're going on to the next part. This is something that will get Derpy really get the waters flowing and get the huevos wet. Peacemaker season 1. We have season 2 that just released recently already. Derpy, are you there, Derpy?
Yes.
Yeah. Did season 2 already drop for Peacemaker?
Yes.
How is it, man? Are you watching it already?
It's only releasing every other week, so the first episode dropped. It was pretty good. I mean, I'm not gonna get into it because I don't want to spoil it for you guys, but it was a solid 8 out of 10 for me. Okay,
good shit. Triggs, have you been able to see any of it or no?
No, man, not yet. And I feel bad because like I fucking loved Peacemaker
season 1.
So yeah, like and so I need to watch. Dude, I thought the fucking soundtrack for season 1 was top notch.
It was good. Top notch.
Dude, honestly, like I think that the soundtrack was probably better than Peacemaker, but like, don't get me wrong, Peacemaker was fucking fantastic. I thought I thought the story behind it was actually like super clever, kind of funny, and yeah, man, it was awesome. So I'm super excited for to see season 2, and plus they retconned season 1. So
that's got to be the biggest elephant in the room conversation.
Yeah.
Well, first off, I want to ask, because of course, like for me, I think this was a interesting cop out. Like I don't look at it as a positive or a negative. This is me thinking that James Gunn was just like, oh well, my shit that I worked on in the Snyderverse was important, so I'm gonna fix that for myself, and all the other shit I don't give a fuck because that was Snyder's work.
Yeah,
like, I'm not gonna run that. So for him to redcon the Justice League out of it and put his group, I wanted to ask Derpy, since you've already, oh, it hasn't even gotten to that part yet, or has it in the show?
What?
The first episode, did they do the redcon for the Justice League already, or is it supposed to come out?
Oh, it's there, but I'm not gonna tell you what happens.
Well, I mean, that's why I was going to tell you. I mean, you practically should, because I think it's a stupid thing that they did. But, yeah, they redconned it. We all see that in the trailer. It's all over the internet and stuff like that. But, like, how do you feel about it, dude? Like, I mean, I know you're a big DC fan. I know this is something that's kind of like, you're waiting for this kind of stuff to drop. You want it to grow. But how do you feel about James Gunn kind of like, well, I mean, redconning the entire, first thing of the season with the Justice League, now using these guys, the Justice Gang or whatever?
Honestly, I don't really care, because the last edition of the DC universe, whatever it was, is terrible. So I'm glad they've moved on. I'm glad that they are moving forward with a new version of the Justice League or Justice King, whatever it's called. So,
but you don't think it's a little bit weird that they're just keeping like the Peacemaker character, who's like this mediocre comedy version of the Punisher that really doesn't have anything to do with like the cosmic landscape of anything? But now he's like, apparently in the trailers, he's gonna have like multiversal powers and all this other shit, or not powers, but some type of like contraption that he was just like, yeah, we got this in my trailer house, like, and I can travel through the multiverse or whatever. And now they did this whole redconning thing. Like, don't you think it's kind of like a weird, like, I feel like it's petty for James Gunn to have done this? Triggs?
I don't know, dude. Like, I wasn't like all that. I'm not gonna say all that invested in the Snyderverse, because I really was, but I'm really not all that invested in the Gunverse, because like nothing that I've seen coming out of it has been spectacular.
It hasn't solidified itself yet.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so for me, like it's all fallen short of expectation.
Okay. That makes sense.
And like, not that my expectation was all that high, but I had a little bit more faith in James Gunn. And right now, like, I don't think that he's like writing himself into a corner, but I do feel that he overburdened himself, and he's not delivering as good of a product as he's capable of.
Yeah. I get that. I can see that. That's good. I like that. That's a good interest. It's a good idea. Derp, for you being, more invested and a bigger fan in all this and stuff, we had Superman, and I know you liked the shit out of it, which is cool. There's nothing wrong with that. There were some like creative differences that we all had, and I think you acknowledged some of them too, and said that even though they were on and off, that you were still pretty solid with everything that came out. Your take on the Superman story and the James Gunn universe, do you think that was a great entrance or a good leg to stand on for what he's trying to overall create in the DC universe? Or do you think there's still like he needs a little bit more? Derpy, that's for you.
Honestly, I'm drawing a blank right here.
You're like, that was a really hard question, Chris.
Yeah.
No, because okay, so the reason why I ask is because of this. Like, we all had high expectations for Superman, just like any other Superman fan was gonna have. You know what I mean? Whenever someone makes a Superman film, we don't look at it just like it's a fucking normal film. We look at it as something that's like super, super something that we all hold deep to ourselves, right? What's up, John? Good to see you, my dude, my brother in life. Good to see you, bro. John, it's good that you're here because we're talking DC, so you can jump in on this too. John's a huge DC fan, like probably one of the biggest DC fans I've ever met in my whole life. It's an amazing man. We all went into Superman expecting some really, really like it had to have hit like a solid 10, right? And a lot of people complained. A lot of people didn't think. Some of us, like me, myself, I think it's like a 7.5, an 8. Derpy, I know it hit a good like 9, 10 for you. Triggs, Superman, what did it hit for you? Like just on the rating? Do you remember the rating you gave it? Like an 8 or a 7 or what was it?
7.
Like a 7. So there was a lot of like miss ratings and reviews for it. But being that was the last iteration of something that was coming out for the DC universe, and now Peacemaker's coming out, and in the first episode, like James Gunn has to establish, before we get any farther into this is why my Peacemaker is still here. Right? Because that's kind of what he did with that, right? With that scene, you don't have to, it's not like a spoiler or anything, but he went in there to be like, this is how he's in this universe now. He had to explain himself. Right? Derpy? Oh.
Got it, Derp.
Yeah, man. Come on, Derp. Where you at, man? All right, Triggs. So I just feel kind of like I didn't want that to be like the first sign off for the episode. I kind of already thought that us as the watchers and us as the audience kind of just took it on the chin and was like, all right, cool. Like, well, everything got canceled. Peacemaker, just like Blue Beetle, happened to be in that first. So just like Shazam too, dude. Like all of those guys were part of like the Snyderverse or like the dying end of it because they had a lot of like ideas that they thought it was going to continue and it didn't, right? But don't you think it's kind of like a little bit weird, like maybe like off the top of the chin? Like that's why I said kind of petty that like James Gunn had to make his first episode on being like, this is my excuse as to why Peacemaker is still here. Like that's the whole first episode. It could have been like fucking, didn't have to be the whole first episode. It could have been like fucking 5 seconds of something or whatever. But do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's kind of like, I don't know. And what's your take on it? Is it anything like I know it's not like something that's going to make or break. I'm not going to go off and be like, oh my God, he brought his character in like this because he wanted to make his friends money and go with what he thought was successful. Oh, what a dickhead. He's a director, bro. He's trying to make his fucking meat and potatoes just like we all are. So I could see why he did it, but I just thought it was kind of weird. But yeah, I don't know where Derpy went. Derpy, I hope you come back soon. I don't know if you just fell asleep or whatever. But yeah. So Triggs, are you gonna be watching Peacemaker soon?
Oh, of course.
Nice, bro. Nice. And yeah. Guys, don't forget Peacemaker's out on HBO Max if you guys want to check it out. The first episode's in, and it's going to be doing it episodically throughout the week. It's going to be coming out, so guys, check it out. Peacemaker, funny show. They got the dance up and all that other stuff, and it's just so crazy that Triggs mentioned it earlier that the soundtrack is truly amazing.
Yeah, dude, fire.
Huh?
Yeah, dude, fire. I love that shit.
Yeah. I think it's James Gunn. The guy's spectacular at doing that. He did it with the Guardians. All the soundtracks of the movies are fantastic. So the guy knows how to pick his music.
Yeah, man. Like, Jesus Christ, he's really, really good at it. And like, I mean, I have like half of the soundtrack of season 1 like on my Spotify for Peacemaker.
Yeah. What is it for Guardians or for Peacemaker?
No, for Peacemaker.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Damn, dude, I didn't know that shit. That's crazy, bro. That's fucking dope.
Dude, it's amazing. I fuck with that soundtrack so heavy.
That is fucking wild, man. Yeah, that's me in the awesome mix, bro. I'm always running that shit, dude. Like Dirty, man, from the Guardians of the Galaxy, and the Guardians 2 soundtrack is fucking awesome too. So, but John makes a really good comment, and I think this is something that you and I could discuss, Triggs. That I think James Gunn has Peacemaker for his safety net. What do you think about that?
I don't think that, but I can see why you feel like that.
Mm-hmm.
I think Peacemaker was just like a good thing to roll over. But then again, I mean, the same thing could kind of be said with Blue Beetle. Like supposedly there's a report out that James Gunn is saying that like Blue Beetle is going to fit very nicely into his DCEU or whatever the fuck it's being called right now. And yeah,
That's kind of crazy. I mean, I don't see how a character like Bleedle can't or whatever. What's up, Hoff? Good to see you, bro. Good to see you. We're talking about Peacemaker season 1, the redcon that they did from season 1, removing the Justice League and bringing in the Justice Gang or whatever they call it, and Superman and Supergirl also in the shot. So again, I don't think Peacemaker's getting all that on reception. I wonder what it did for its first drop. Like, I wonder how many views it's got. We're gonna have to probably check that out a little bit later. But yeah, man. Yeah. Peacemaker season 1, season 2's out. But yeah, that's about it. I don't know. The idea of it being like a safety net, I could see that it's the character he's gonna use later on so that he can get away with like his style of comedy. Like that's gonna be his character that runs that shit the most of it. Like all the weird, like over the topness and the grittiness and all that stuff. Did you like it, Huff? Did you like it? Did you like that whole redcon of the Justice League, or did you think it was kind of weird? Do you think they're going to use Peacemaker the same way they're using the character in Absolute, like any kind of way?
No, dude, because like the whole Absolute like storyline is so like left field, and even then, all of that is being, slated as because like the only reason that it is the way that it is because that's a universe made as how Darkseid would have done it.
Yeah. I think it's super weird. Like in the series, in the comic book, Peacemaker is not an individual, but he's like a whole entire police force, right? So I guess it's like the Peacemakers are the entire police force. It's not really one guy.
Yeah.
Right. And I feel that, I mean, I'm just going to throw this out there because James Gunn, I mean, he did some really interesting ideas in the Superman movie. What if this is why he's establishing the multiverse shit? And he's establishing that because in the trailer you see that,
and he'll fuck it up. There's no way. He does not have anywhere near enough like assets to work with, right? To build a multiverse like this or like. But
what if at like, let's say, just I'm gonna throw this a shot in the dark because you know me, sometimes I do these and it works, right? It works. Like Marvel ends up doing it and we're like, God damn it, dude, like you shouldn't have done this. What if the reason why they're establishing the multiverse in the Peacemaker show is because later on they're going to establish that Peacemaker in one of the shows, it's got to be in one of the movies, like he's going to call on like the council of Peacemakers, like to come in and fight like a war or something, and that's how they're going to get the Peacemakers army or whatever, like in a Justice League or in something like that. What do you think of that? Because they're doing it in Absolute with the Peacemaker core.
Yeah, but DC's never really been known to mirror their storylines or even their comic books into movies.
Like, what do you mean, like from the comics to the film?
Yeah, they've never been known to do that.
Well, they haven't been known for anything because they can't keep their shit together.
Yeah, but that also reinforces my point.
But what if you think? I mean, because we're not talking about DC anymore. We're talking about James Gunn. And James Gunn sticks more to the story. DC. Yeah, him and that other guy, Steven something. I forgot his name.
Yeah, who cares? But my thing is that like regardless of like how any of that is, the fact is that like James Gunn doesn't have the assets to work with to even make a multiverse story. 2, I don't even think he's going to want to because that's such a Marvel thing right now. And he kind of wants to like distance himself from like what Marvel's doing. So like with just being like official, unofficial, Gunverse or whatever. I personally do not see him doing anything like that. I could be wrong, but oh well.
Like, are you talking about the multiverse stuff in general or what?
Yeah.
But what about like because we do know as comic book readers, we do know that the ultimate of ultimates when it comes to the DC universe is always like a crisis story, right? So anytime that we're going to get like, we'll eventually probably get like a Darkseid as their Thanos, and then eventually it's going to drop into some kind of crisis. What do you think that the crisis is not like an overarching goal for them to do as like an event, like a film event, like sooner or later?
No.
So you think they're just going to try to keep it like just kind of like more grounded in the DC universe?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, because as it is, dude. I mean, we still haven't even gotten the lanterns yet. We haven't gotten a first look. We haven't gotten a tease. Nothing. We have no idea what that's gonna do. So they could be setting up a cosmic landscape. There. Not
well,
that
we do have
like
Guy Gardner completely. Like, you know what I mean?
yeah, I know, but that's also like what I mean. Like we still need to like work out how lanterns is gonna do, like what lanterns is gonna be about, and then on top of that, like how they're gonna roll in Blue Beetle. So does that mean they're gonna do a Teen Titans? Are they gonna go? Are they gonna shoot for that, or like, who knows what's gonna happen?
You know what? As a matter of fact, I remember Brian asking me, and I don't ever know if he got to ask you this, but when you look at the DC slate, like of all the movies that James Gunn is trying to push out in the next couple of years, like what's your take on it? Like, do you think it sounds like like he's being serious about this as a whole like giant universe, or is he kind of just doing a bunch of random weird shit? Because like for fuck's sakes, it goes from like the Lanterns to a movie about Amanda Waller, and then a movie to Clayface. Like, dude, it's like, what the fuck are we trying to do here?
I have no idea. That's
Are you familiar with what the slate looks like?
Yeah, but at the same time, like we're also like what one fucking film?
Yeah. I'm not saying
like into his fucking like his project. Like we're speculating on endgame things, and we haven't even began.
No, but okay. So let me ask you this then. This is the slate's based on, I guess, like their version of the first phase. In the first phase, what would you want to do if you were in James Gunn's position to establish the universe as like the characters you would kind of like prolifically go for to kind of establish this world? What would be your take? Like, what would be your, like, if you were to choose, I don't even want to go too far. Let's say like 7 movies of you would establish for your first like couple of movies for the DC universe. What would they be about? Or what characters would you want to put out? And remember, none of these are wrong. I'm looking at you as like, hey, here are the keys to the car. This is what you want to do. So nothing's wrong in this. So I just want to know what you would do as a person that's like a lover of movies and comics, because this puts us in that position, right?
That's a good question, man. And like one of the first ones that I would love to have done is I would love to give Hal Jordan like a proper because I love Hal Jordan. Right? I would love to give Hal Jordan a proper movie. I would actually like to play it the same way that. Oh fuck, man! Let me look up this movie. It was a Justice League movie.
The Emerald Guardians.
No.
Or War.
No.
The Justice League War movie is fucking fire, though, dude.
I agree. It's where they all fought Darkseid.
War. Yeah, that's War.
Was it War?
Yeah. Yeah, that's War. It's like one of my favorite fucking films. It's where they fight the parademons. It's where he meets the Flash and he's all like, hey, what's up, bro? Or whatever.
No, it's not War.
Yeah, it's Justice League War.
No, because whatchamacallit, it's the first time that all the Justice League are meeting each other.
Yeah, it's War, I'm telling you. It's this one. Look.
I mean, I know what it looks like.
It's that one.
Oh. Okay, yeah. No,
yeah, it is War.
One. No, yeah. Okay, I looked up the wrong one then. Okay.
It's because there's Justice League.
Well, there's War and then there's Darkseid War.
Yeah, Darkseid War. They're different. Yeah. Darkseid War is
Apocalypse War. My bad. But yes, it's Justice League War. That I would love to tell a story like that.
This one was fantastic, dude. Yeah, this movie was great, dude. If you guys haven't seen it, you need to make sure you're out there watching this kind of shit, because this was like by far one of the best fucking Justice League's animated films I'd seen in a long time. But Hal Jordan's super good in this film, man. Like, and you're talking about establishing, like, but then again, it's like, okay, it would be difficult. 2014, I think it's 2014. Do you think it'd be a little bit? I mean, because you're talking about just a straight Justice League movie. Would you want to do this as like a lead up event?
I wouldn't mind. It'd be a good lead up event. You know, like I think that's like a good template that we got in like Avengers. That isn't like so over the top that it's undoable. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I would do.
Do you think that James Gunn establishing the Trinity in the first season, first phase of this is important?
I would like to, but you know, like if it doesn't happen, then it doesn't happen. You know, like the fact that he was gonna like the fact that he's doing Lobo in the Supergirl movie, I'm kind of like, all right, cool, whatever. Or the fact that he's doing the Authority or whatever, I think is stupid, but whatever.
See, it's a good point. Javi in the comment section made a really good point right now, and he put, I kind of think this goes across the board. He says, I don't really know DC, so I would actually like for them to introduce some good villains. I don't see DC villains being as strong as Marvel villains. Oh man, you'd be crazed out to understand some of these villains, bro. You would be crazed out. There's a guy named Ulysses. He's nuts, dude. Yeah, there's a guy named Ulysses. He's like the Earth version of Superman, right? Gets shipped off to another planet, gets super strong by them. The blonde-haired guy, remember?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a crazy fucking story. But yeah, if you guys do, check this out. This is a really great introduction to the Justice League. Kind of establishes how every character has a really, really fun attitude and characteristic about them. Hal and Flash are amazing, but the way Flash is to the Batman is so good. The way Batman is to Superman is amazing. The way Superman comes in, acts like his new 52 variation, real cocky and all that shit, and then all of a sudden Batman kind of like stumps his ass.
Yeah.
Him stealing the fucking Green Lantern ring. Oh, what does this do or whatever? I was like, this fucking guy, dude. That was like a whole comic book arc one time. But yeah, very cool. Peacemaker 1 season out, guys, is out right now. Season 2 is making its debut. Episode 1 is out. Guys, go check it out. It's pretty good. Let us know what you guys think. We're going to head onwards to our next conversation. Yeah, speaking of getting these guys together and fighting Darkseid, there's been some interesting things going on this past week that we're going to talk about as adults, because adult shit needs to be talked about. The first one is kind of interesting because it's kind of funny. Marvel had some drama happen this past week, actually. And it kind of put what is it? Kind of like a wrench.
Yeah, a bit of a monkey wrench and
monkey wrench and all this
shit. Right? And in the doomsday plans.
Yeah, man. So we had, apparently there has been someone has outed that there was a fight. Like I wouldn't know how the fight was, but I mean, apparently like something happened on set of the Marvel Doomsday filming with 2 of the actors. And at first it wasn't established who, but recently it's been coming about speculation on who it was. But apparently there was a fight that happened on set due to some type of verbal altercation. Someone got upset with what was said. And now apparently it's changed to a bunch of stuff, dude. A bunch of stuff. Apparently that one actor doesn't want anything to do with this other guy. So they are like, yo, so you can roll the screen around or you can green screen him in. I don't want him anywhere near our sets. And apparently that's what's going on in Marvel. Marvel's really like flicked it. And even if I'm not mistaken, I think what's that one guy? The one that's always bringing out stuff, Paris Hilton, or what is it?
Oh, Perez Hilton or whatever.
Yeah, Perez Hilton kind of came out and was like, that apparently the Marvel Studios or one of the executives was like, it's going to take millions for us to need to fix this problem, what you're asking us. And the guy was like, well, it's either you pay those millions or I fucking bounce and you don't have your whole actor. And they were like, all right, well, we're not gonna fuck with it. And that's pretty funny. That is really funny. So there are rumors. Jeremy, what is up? He says this movie is gonna be hot garbage. That Doomsday's got, man, it does not look good, Triggs. Yeah. Everything that's been coming out about this movie, it does not sound good. Vince says some are saying that it was Ant-Man, Paul Rudd, and the Yelena actress, Puig, what's her name? Pig or Florence Pugh, yeah, Florence Pugh. I don't know, man. But
I've never really, like, the only beef that I've ever heard her get into was with Olivia Munn over the last movie that they did.
Yeah.
and like that was it. And I heard that she was like super like nonsensical about it. She was kind of just like, I guess, like how like I guess like Olivia Munn is the one who really had the issue. She was kind of just like, all right.
But Jeremy says definitely Ryan Reynolds, LOL. And me and Triggs were talking about this off camera, right? And what it sounds like is apparently the rumor is that it was Robert Downey Jr. and Ryan Reynolds that came to arguing with each other. Now, apparently something in the conversation of what was talked about with that Perez guy, he had said that something was said aloud, sparking the argument between the two people, that things that were said out loud where I don't really know you that way, and you can't be saying those kind of things because I don't even know you in that way. And then apparently like it got pretty bad to where people had to separate them. And then eventually it got to a point where it calmed down and people left the set. And then it came to where one of the guys in the conversation, which me and Triggs are going to give our speculations as to how it went down, was like, well, I don't want him here anymore. So figure it out. And there's no ultimatum. Like there's just no ultimatum. So Triggs, what do you think went down in this situation? Because you pretty much told me the way I thought it was going to go down.
I mean, this is exactly what I think happened, or like what was probably like framed for everything, was that like, you know, because we all know that Deadpool is going to be in the Secret Wars movies, right? And possibly even in Doomsday. I can guarantee you that like Ryan Reynolds is going to have a line about when he finally sees Doomsday. And I bet Doomsday will unmask or something like that, or that he's masking, or that he's like making comment about why he's wearing a mask and being like, oh, I wonder if you're hiding your face, or your face looks better than like when you were on drugs or something like that. And it's going to make a fucking joke about that. And since Ryan Reynolds, I'm sure is a very, very, you know, involved writer in these movies, you know, and this was pitched to RDJ, him not at all fucking around when it comes to his past.
Yeah, definitely.
And, you know, and I'm sure took that and was just like, hey, bro, like, first of all, we don't fucking know each other like that. You know, like, yeah, see, even Vince is like, dude, I guarantee you it's RDJ about RDJ's past. And yeah, it's one of those things where like that's a no subject. And Ryan is kind of just like, fuck it. I got away with it for 3 movies in Deadpool. I can get away with it here. You know, and yeah, and so I guarantee you that that's probably what happened. And RDJ blew a gasket, and you know, someone was confronted, and yeah, that's what's up.
Yeah, I kind of believe it's in the same format. It kind of makes sense as to who do you think would have that kind of fucking power to be like, well, I don't want that whole ass actor that you're paying millions of dollars to on the set of this film. And for the directors and the studio to be like, sure, we'll make it happen or whatever. Like, who has that kind of power? Like, do you really think Paul Rudd can be like, yeah, I don't like Mark Ruffalo, I want you removed from the set?
Yeah, dude. Honest to God, and I really think only RDJ actually has the power.
Has that kind of. The dude has a fucking little RDJ city in all his sets, dude. He's like set for life when it comes to Marvel. Like, I don't fuck around. Like, that's the dude. I bet you it's in fucking Stan Lee's will that they're like, don't fuck with RDJ. He does whatever he wants. You know what I mean? I guarantee there's got to be something like that.
Yeah, and I guarantee you that Ryan Reynolds is like,
would be the guy to say some shit.
I am Ryan Reynolds, and I do what I want.
I guarantee it had to be something, because you made a really good point. Because one, Ryan Reynolds is not too much of a stranger when it comes to problems on sets. There is that situation that happened.
I mean, there's a whole allegation right now with him and Blake Lively,
and it's,
you know.
And when you really look into it, it's kind of fucking gotcha, dude, that the way this guy acts. You know what I mean? One, his wife made a movie with another guy, and Ryan Reynolds was on this whole PR, like making fun of the film, and it was picking up traction. Like it was making the film pick up traction, because there was even a funny like Ryan Reynolds acting like a jealous husband, interviewing the actor on like the set of like one of the, you know, the PR situations when you get to like interview actors or whatever, right?
Yeah.
And he was just acting like a jealous husband, because him and his wife like did the film, and there has to be some kind of like intimate scenes or whatever, and yeah, they made it really funny. And then all of a sudden he makes Deadpool, and in Deadpool there's a character that's what's his name, Handsome Pool, or what is it?
Yeah,
is that what his name? Pretty Pool, or I don't know what they call him. They call him something dumb.
I think it is Handsome Pool or some shit.
Yeah.
Like that.
Well, that character was apparently all based on that dude, on that actor guy. Which, mind you, like, if Ryan Reynolds made a fucking Deadpool character based on like, and he called him Trigger Pool, like, wouldn't you kind of be like, oh, this asshole, but what a great guy. Like, I've now been fucking iconically put into a film.
As pissed off as I'm sure that I would be, I guarantee you my agent would be like, do you know how much fucking work you're gonna get?
Yeah,
now?
dude, we got
like,
that's
dude, like, yeah, and like as fucking mad as about it as I'm sure I would be getting all kinds of phone calls, about this, that, and the other. But and I can guarantee you that that Ryan Reynolds is probably like, dude, you haven't had like a good fucking film since Endgame, and before that was fucking, like. What was it? Fucking Watson and fucking Sherlock Holmes. You haven't done anything with yourself since like Marvel's like all
relevant. Like it's his only thing. He's got,
like
right?
like Marvel's like all you have. Like chill the fuck out.
Man, that'd be. Or can you imagine if like
I can almost guarantee you that like those words came out of fucking.
Like just some quippy shit, right?
Yeah, dude. Like
just
some like you wouldn't be anything without this anyway. Like, who are you? Like, what? U.S.
But then
Marshals?
again, it could
that
be
was
even,
like a fucking.
What if that wasn't like, or what if like it was like RDJ said something like, "Oh, well, you're just kind of like a clown or whatever."
Yeah,
like he goes, "It's better to be a clown than a crackhead" or some shit.
Yeah, or some shit.
Like or what if he even poked fun at like, I don't know. I don't even want to get into it like that, but like, what if he? Because you remember like River Phoenix and all that shit growing up, and all like the whole entire like clan of the guys. Then what were they called? The New Rats or what is it? They had like the Ratman Club, right? Which is the one from Vegas with like all those guys back in the Rat Pack.
Yeah, the Rat Pack.
But they had another one that those kids were all a part of, and they would all go to like this one club, like in LA, that they would always go to, and all these dudes. There was like a back area for it. A lot of people would go through it. And there was a lot of bad shit that happened at that club too. So, are you looking it up or what?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you find the club name?
No.
Type in nightclub that River Phoenix used to go to. Like they all used to, and I want to say it was like Club 33 or some shit like that.
Unless you're talking about the Viper Room.
The Viper Room. There you go.
Yeah, well, because that's where he died. Yeah, River Phoenix died in
the Brat Pack. Yeah, you remember that shit. Yeah,
he died in the Viper Room.
And there was a lot.
And the Viper Room was partially owned by Depp at the time too.
By who?
Johnny Depp.
Yeah. You see, it was a bunch of shit that happened. There was a bunch of people that were together. So, and Robert Downey Jr. was a part of that like little crew back in the day, Studio 54 and all that shit. So there's a lot of stuff in Robert Downey Jr.'s past, and God bless the man for coming through and fixing his life and being, I hope, a better person, not just in front of the cameras, but like through and through. I've heard good things, but I've heard some other stuff, but there's always that conspiracy shit or whatever. But
yeah, dude, like everyone has a fucking past, dude.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
Like, and while our past does
define us,
shouldn't define us. Our past does pave the way for something better.
Yes. You're gonna learn. You're gonna learn from your mistakes, or you're gonna keep going. You're gonna fuck up, and
And so like, good on RDJ for getting his life back in order, and more so for Jon Favreau to like having the faith in him to do it. To
do this thing, it's perfect.
Because like Jon Favreau fought for RDJ for years. Years to get him to be Iron Man. And when he did it, I mean, dude, it was the start of
fucking perfect, man.
Of like the highest grossing franchise in fucking cinema history.
Yep. 100%.
So I mean, more than James Bond, more than fucking Star Wars, more than like any of fucking Stephen King's. Like this is one of those things where like, even though like, yeah, RDJ like maybe nothing without fucking Marvel. Ryan Reynolds wouldn't have anywhere near as much stardom if it wasn't for Marvel.
Yeah, 100%.
So it's like a sit the fuck back down sort of situation.
I like Vince. Vince is like, what if Deadpool actor and Sam Wilson from the Captain America movie, what if he said that his movie sucked and that it was trash? I was like, no, Sam Wilson knows it sucked. Like Anthony Mackie knows. He knows.
Yeah.
He knows.
And dude, and he tried so hard, dude. He tried so hard.
And ain't nobody else need to give him smoke than Tom Holland, man. Tom Holland's gonna fucking roast his ass when they go to conventions and shit.
I love that. He was like, "Oh, I got Harrison Ford," and he was like, "Yeah, and I got 4 movies. What's up?"
Yeah, he's like, "I don't see a Falcon movie."
Yeah,
that was.
He's like, "You tell Tom Holland I got Harrison fucking Ford." He's like, "Yeah, well, I got 4 fucking movies." So
and they weren't shit, and they all broke $1 billion. Dude.
Yeah, well, at least my fucking movies broke $1 billion.
Yeah, man. So what do you think this does, man? Because from right now, from what I've heard, I mean, okay, fucking meat and potatoes. Let's get right to the nuts of this, dude. Like, Doomsday does not sound good. Like, it doesn't sound good. Like, us comic book guys, like, time runs out. There's a bunch of things we're expecting that are supposed to happen and all this stuff. And then they're like, yo, we don't have an established Doomsday character or Doom character. We're going to put him in the Fantastic Four. And then they put him in as the fucking weird, again, and I need to talk to you about that shit too. But they put him in the end of the movie in they do the Liverian thing at the UN. There's little quips and quotes, but nothing. In the original Fantastic Four film, there's no Doctor Doom here. And now we're getting a whole ass movie event. This isn't like this is a lead up movie event. This isn't like a fucking just like here's a film dedicated to Doom. This is literally like, oh, we're gonna bring all these fucking retarded characters together and they're all gonna fight this fucking dude in a metal mask that's super smart that can fly and shoot a gun from his hip. Like, let's see him, and he's gonna fight and destroy Kang, or I don't know what the fuck they're gonna do. Now we have this
because, dude. I mean, like, what's gonna happen? With fucking what's his face?
Jonathan Majors, right?
Yeah, with Jonathan Majors.
Because there's even talks that he's going to be coming back in the Spider-Man movie, which I do not know why. This Spider-Man movie sounding fucking ridiculous too, man. Like there's a lot going on. Because one thing that is like all been but confirmed is that this is going to be his Venom like arc. And there's not even fucking dude. There's no talks of Venom. There's no talks of fucking Venom. Like I haven't even heard like Tom Holland's name mentioned or Tom Hardy's name mentioned anywhere around this film. Mark Ruffalo,
but that's not even going to be a thing. Like Tom Hardy's like not at all going to be attached to.
So how's it supposed to be a Venom film?
No, it's going to be his Venom arc because the slime is still there. Remember?
Oh God, I didn't even think of that. I didn't even care about that little thing. Oh no!
Told you.
So I had this weird theory that they're gonna do, and this is me just throwing it out, and I think I talked to you a little bit about this before, maybe off camera. The cosmic Spider-Man that punches the Hulk into space.
That's not fucking happening.
But no, I mean, you could see it because it's like, why else would we have a fucking Hulk Spider-Man movie?
Like, that is not at all. They've fought more than once, even when he wasn't fucking Captain Universe.
Yeah. And then they're going to be doing the Punisher's the other one. And then apparently there's been talks that Reverse Man, or what's his name? Negative Man?
Yeah, Negative Man.
Yeah, Negative Man's supposed to be in this film, who, mind you, is kind of like the Purple Man in Jessica Jones, where he can kind of like alters people's mind and kind of fuck with people a little bit, right?
More like use their negative emotions to make them stronger.
And who else to do that with than the fucking Hulk?
Or, I don't know, maybe Venom when he's really mad at everything.
And then, okay, so that's a good point, because I didn't even consider like them doing like a Venom thing, right? But what if, do you think there's a possibility, because we've always talked about the Venom Spider-Man story and how the Venom costume or the suit itself gives people like extra power and shit, like kind of magnifies their powers. Like, what if that's what he uses to kind of like, I don't know, like punch the Hulk like up in the air in some way to kind of show that he's got mad power. I mean, even though, mind you, he grabbed fucking, what's his name? Fucking Corvus Glaives' fucking axe out of the sky. And that guy beat the shit out of the Hulk in the fucking thing, remember? When they're saving Doctor Strange's shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, remember he just grabs the axe and he's like, "Oh fuck, Iron Man, who are you finding, buddy?" And he stopped the dude that the Hulk was afraid of. Like he literally stopped the dude the Hulk was afraid of. Like that's nuts.
Well, Spider-Man's a lot stronger than people give
than
him credit. Yeah, than people give him credit for.
Yeah, but the Hulk though.
I mean, you know, like, dude, honestly, like, I have no reason to think otherwise that this is going to be an extremely grounded movie. That like no cosmic entities are gonna make an appearance. The Living Tribunal isn't gonna come out. And
There's no reason. There's no reason.
Yeah. So there's no reason to think that this is gonna happen, dude. You already have a fucking ground level character coming in, the Punisher.
Yeah.
I guarantee you, the big fucking cameo that's gonna happen is gonna be Daredevil, and you know, like after like his like Kingpin fight or some shit.
Oh yeah. So you think we're gonna get a lot of the street levels?
Yeah.
Maybe just cameos, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, right now, I think it's kind of important for them to establish that these characters are around this area.
Like this follows the game more than it does the comic.
Yeah, than the films. It's a good point. It's a really good point. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know how this does for Doomsday, man, because Doomsday already is this like wild kind of like, I don't even know how to explain the Doomsday story, bro. I really don't. I still don't understand it at this point. But
dude, who knows, man? You know, it's one of those things where like we really need to like let a whole lot more things play out because like we still have like incursions that need to happen. We still need to find out like what's gonna happen with Shang-Chi. You know, dude, like what if fucking Shang-Chi comes in and teaches Peter how to fight? You know,
I heard that too. I think I just heard that like yesterday.
Yeah.
He's supposed to teach him what the fucking spider kung fu or whatever.
Yeah, the spider fu or whatever, or the way of the spider or some shit.
Way of the spider or some shit like that. That was a thing too. And then not only that, you have all the young Avengers, which I don't even know where they fucking place in all this. But Kevin Feige made a really good comment the other day where he had made a point to put out that he's like, there's a lot of people that came out in phase 5 and 6 that are not going to make any cameos in the rest of the Marvel films. Like they're not coming back. So like, just letting you know, Vince Weaver says, I see Iron Fist or Luke Cage cameos in Spider-Man New Days since this street level. Yeah, 100%. You can get a fuckload of characters. There is even talks. Again, mind you, this is just, you know, theories and conversational pieces, nothing set in stone. But a lot of people are talking about like, okay, cool. Like you're going to have the Punisher in this universe. And the theory or talks where the Hulk is going to go savage, which again, it doesn't make any sense because he's already in like heavy control of it. No one's really doing anything. He already did all this shit in the lab. Like they neutered the fuck out of that character, and that's where they're gonna be sitting in bullshit. But again, mind you, if they can get some type of cool video confrontation of like the Hulk going mad, people don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck how you get him there. They just want to see destruction when it comes to that character. That's all. You just want to see destruction when it comes to that character. But that the Punisher is going to in some way get the war, what is it? Rhodey. I can't even fucking remember his stupid fucking name. War Machine? Yeah, the War Machine armor. Yeah, he's gonna get the War Machine armor from Rhodey since it got confiscated after his backbreak incident. He never comes back. And then the character themselves is now a what is it? A Skrull? It's like a Skrull character now, so he doesn't really care about his suit.
Here's the thing, dude. We don't even know if that's even going to be a fucking thing. Because if that's the case, Gaia could literally just come in and be like,
start the whole universe, dude.
Yeah,
they know.
I decide you all are dead now. And there's not a goddamn thing anyone can do to stop it.
Dude, they made so many bad choices in that phase. So many bad choices.
I mean, Secret Invasion is easily the worst fucking thing that they have done in
I remember
entire MCU.
Brian, dude, we always talk about that shit because he's like, man, Chris, I feel so fucking bad trying to defend that thing.
Dude, and and you know what? Like, to Brian's credit, I tried too.
I know.
I was at least somewhat real about it, where I was just like, dude, these fucking episodes are hard to watch, and there's only like 1 or 2 scenes per like episode that like mean anything. Yeah. And that was like it.
It was so bad. It was so bad, dude. Just so fucking bad. But yeah, man, like there's a theory that the Punisher eventually is going to come out and he's going to have the War Machine armor, and that's what we're going to get. So we're going to get like, you know, I'll put that out there. That was like the coolest comic book for the Punisher. That was like the coolest thing that everybody kind of knows him for. That's his like peak cinema moment. He steals a war machine armor, and then goes on a fucking killing spree. And then at the end, like Shield and Captain Marvel and everyone shows up, and they're kind of like, "Hey, give us back the suit." And he's like, "All right, you got me, bitch. You got me. All right, I'll get."
Not even
right,
like
right.
there's like
all right, I'm done.
There's like one point where like the suit power like Tony Stark like powers down the suit, and he's just like, "Good luck."
Yeah,
like, you can either like fucking chill out, or you could die in it. And he like finds a way to break out of the armor.
It's so stupid, dude.
Yeah, and I was just like, okay.
For this moment in comic book history, like what the Punisher outsmarts Tony Stark because he's got street knowledge or whatever. The fuck you, dude. Fuck Marvel. But yeah, it's man, dude. All of these movies that are coming out, they still don't have my heart, man, and I'm so confused and challenged by it. But now with this on set, you know, Robert Downey apparently getting in a fight with Ryan Reynolds and making like I don't want to work with him and I don't want him in any of my shots, so make it happen. I'm kind of like, it's a self-sabotaging situation, man. Like, you can get these fucking dudes to just go through therapy and be okay with this. They're the ones that are out there trying to tell people not to, you know, do stupid conversations and violence and blah blah blah, but they can't even handle their own shit at making millions of dollars, bro. Even if fucking Ryan Reynolds was like, "Yo, you got a tiny penis," you know, all right, dude, just go cry it off and, you know, wipe your tears with your billions of dollars in your cool SRVs and come back and be like, "Hey man, I'm sorry, I didn't mean that, like I was just saying stupid shit, like, you know, you can bang my wife like everyone else does," or whatever. It's an apology. All right, man. Thanks, bro, or whatever. Like, God, get over it, bro, and just fucking make a good movie. Please don't fuck this up. But yeah. Speaking of fights, onwards to the last part of the conversation, which is probably the most important elephant in the room. What a segue, right? Right into this. Rampage Jackson's Raya Jackson was in a weird altercation in a wrestling event, a pro wrestling event with another wrestler. I think his name was like Psycho something, Psycho Sid. Psycho Stu. Let me type in Raya. Just to make sure we're all caught up.
SYKO STU.
Raya Jackson Wrestling. Yeah, I'm going to try to keep up on this as much as this time. Is LAPD, actually right now, 36 minutes ago, police are investigating Raja Jackson, Rampage Jackson's son, after brutally. Raja Jackson, son of X. So, I don't understand this. Maybe Triggs, maybe you can give me some insight. I don't know why it's taking 30 minutes ago from like a day of them needing to investigate what happened when the entire fucking video is online. And this guy's not fucking cuffed up, Reddington County, headed to prison. The video's out there. I'm not going to show it.
Yeah, no, it's not that it's like overly violent. I mean, because I mean, it is very.
It's violent, man.
You know, yeah.
It's horrible, man.
It's one of those things that like it's everywhere, guys. Like you could get on Twitter right now and find the video. You can get on YouTube right now and find the video. I mean, hell, you can get on Facebook right now and find the video. Yep. It is not at all like difficult to find. It is all over my feed. And as two people who have been active in combat sports, who have studied combat sports, who have practiced combat sports, you know, and trained as such, what Raya did was, I mean, just beyond inexcusable.
Yeah, he's a piece of shit. But you know what? Like, there's a lot of things that are catering to the situation. There's a lot of things that are like folding into it. A lot of fucking things.
You know, and I get that Rampage is trying to be as like diplomatic as he can about it. But yeah, like even he knows, he's like, God damn it, dude. Like,
well, I mean, for one, everyone knows Rampage Jackson.
Yeah,
the guy is a phenomenal. Well, I mean, not even talking about the violent part. Just like he's a star. Mm-hmm. When Rampage goes to McDonald's and orders a burger, everyone knows he orders a burger. Everyone, because he's a famous person. He has a voice online. And recently, for like a month and a half, he's been making videos about his son and just tearing the fucking kid down. He's just, and I know it's just jokes and him, but we don't know if it's jokes because we don't know what it's really like. But the thing is
but on top of that, like to like Raya's point, Raya's like in his head, like I'm better than my dad.
He's in that position.
And like Rampage is like, do you know what I did at your age in my career?
Mhm.
I was like a fucking Pride champion.
Yeah, he was a fucking G, man. He was like one of
one of the most impressive knockouts in fucking combat history.
Yep.
I did at your age.
Yep.
Chill the fuck out. I suplexed the guy so hard he fucking knocked himself out.
It's like when you hear like when you look at the pillars that hold the house that is MMA, Rampage Jackson is on one of those pillars. Yeah, he's one of the pillars. Like his name is one of the things that created this sport into the phenomenal sport it is nowadays.
Rampage Jackson is one of the most phenomenal heavyweights in the fucking sport. And to say otherwise is ignorance.
Yeah. And there's a lot of pressure that hangs on Raja's shoulders to try to make it up there, to be up there, to kind of represent his family name. You know, right now, Brock Lesnar's daughter and Frank Mir's daughter are out there making names and representing their fathers. And, you know, there's a lot of pressure that's get put on these kids as upcomers of athletes that need to be able to produce as much as them. And I understand this, but like, I don't really know on why Raja was at the wrestling event, if he went because he was promoting himself, or was there to spectate as a fan, or was there to spectate as a guest
for someone, commentator, who knows?
Yeah, I don't know. Like the only thing we do know is there is the video of him streaming at the event where he's talking to his group of children that are there watching him. There's another video of him backstage talking with some of the wrestlers. So it means that he was there. He had to have known someone to get back there to at least talk with them. Because most of the time, they're not very cynical about it when it comes to like indie shows. But they are pretty like, hey, you know, it's only wrestlers back here. It's for the show. Like, please respect our small little rules, right? And that's what it kind of looked like. It looked like a small indie show. It was outside. The wrestlers are kind of like outdoors in the parking lot in the back of the building. It's kind of like a small independent show. Very similar to the ones that we did this weekend. But again, we have, you know, doors between people to keep the fans out and them not. Raya goes to the back, talking to some of the wrestlers on who he is or asking who they are. And the guy, what's his name? Psycho Stu, right? You said?
Yeah, Psycho Stu.
Yeah, who is a veteran also. Goes up to him and the guy's like, yo, who are you? And he's like, you don't know who I'm at? I'm Psycho Stu or whatever. And Raja's
you gotta remember, man, when them cameras are on, dude, that's go time. You know?
Yeah, because and a lot of people don't understand, and this is the point I wanted to make about this, because it's really good that you brought that up, is most of the time, even myself, you already know, like I'm a media guy. Like I do a bunch of media. I'm always documenting. It's what I do with my fighters. It's what I do when I go to fights. It's, you know, I'm always constantly doing something. And the whole entire point of our show is we like to humanize our guests. Even when we talk to celebrities, like I'm always trying to talk to them one-on-one and be a lot cooler. Not all, you know, let me stroke you, whatever. No, I'm not trying to stroke egos. I'm here to fucking talk to people and make them just like everybody else. And when Raja was back there, he goes up to this gentleman and he's like, hey man, so what's up? Who are you or whatever? And the guy's like, you don't know who I am. Like almost expecting like in the moment that he was kind of like I'm a big shit here. Right. And then he grabs like an empty soda can and then hits Raja with it, which I mean, it's a fucking Coke can. It's not anything, like it's shit. But after that, there is another video of the person that the guy Stu or whatever his name is, Psycho Stu, that he goes up to Raja and he's like, hey man, I want to apologize. Like, I didn't really know what you were doing. I thought you were someone that was like doing interviews and I saw your camera. So I thought, you know, I'm still playing my role here. I didn't know that you were just a random dude just hanging out. I'm really sorry. Like, I apologize. And then Raja, the kid Jackson, is like, oh man, it's cool. I get it. Don't worry about it or whatever. And then the other wrestler says, well, he's going to go up in your match and so you guys can run it back. I don't know what he says. He says something in a weird action, talking about how it was supposed to be a play. Like that Raja was going to be there and he was supposed to kind of like go in and do something.
Yeah, like that's what I had heard, was that like they brought Raja in and that I guess like Raja was kind of supposed to play kind of like the Stephen Amell bit, you know, like
yeah, 100%.
like I'm gonna
you
like
have
I'm
a
gonna fuck with
celebrity.
yeah, I'm gonna fuck with you a little bit. You're
Yeah.
gonna jump in the ring and you're gonna be like and like
Yeah.
we'll play fight, and then you're gonna walk off and be like, yeah, I got that motherfucker. What's up?
Usually
And 0 to 100,
0 to 900, bro.
yeah, to 9,000, dude. That
0
guy,
to 19 or 2000 Rampage fucking Pride
dude.
3 or whatever.
Yeah, Jesus fucking Christ. That guy wanted to be like, you saw my dad's knockout. Watch out.
Watch this. Watch me make my own highlight video. It was like, very weird. It was very weird because that was fucking cowardly of Raja to do that shit. Because
that guy's not going to fight back.
Well, even
like,
with that, right?
It's like even scripted that the dude was not going to fight back. And on top of that, the pro wrestler's job is to take the hit
and sell, and sell the
movie and sell it. So like, obviously, he's going to sell it. He's being knocked out. I guarantee you, after fucking punch 2, the dude is already out. And
well, dude, the initial drop, concussed him. Guarantee 100%. Because when he brought all that weight down on him, like he snapped his head.
Oh yeah, because I mean he
spiked him. Yeah, he spiked him to the ground. He tried to put his head in the ground. Which again, that's either gonna at least concuss you or give you some type of conscience, like that you're kind of.
I mean, that's a TBI right there. That is a TBI. That is a TBI right there. Like
that was a fucking blatant assault, dude. That's really what it was. That was almost like an indictive, like very revengeful assault.
Yeah,
because again,
that had intent.
100%. That was intense. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. It was a very intentful, dude. So yeah, I think 100% this Raja kid needs to go to jail. He needs to sit there for a long time and really go in there. And I know, there's going to be probably a bunch of MMA guys that are like, oh man, did you see that? I mean, I get to see these guys all the time. And I've talked to you about it before where it's like, I go to the back and I get to hang out with these guys. I get to meet some wrestlers. And sometimes you meet a couple of them that are kind of a little full of themselves. And I look at them and I'm like, dude, you're fucking...
Yeah, I could beat
the fuck out of you, dude. Yeah. Like, it's cool. You're just a fucking guy that works at a lumber store on the weekend or whatever, but you're here, dude. This is a different game. Like, I know combat sports. I do some shit. And when I'm walking back there, I'm shaking hands because I know the athleticism that it takes to do this kind of stuff. But never in my mind.
And yet again, to like kind of harp back on it, to take the hit, like, dude, I mean, like, your job is still to like,
for some sadomasochism shit. Yeah, you gotta
like you're there to get hit. Like, like I mean, even the best people in combat sports, they go in there knowing I'm gonna get the fuck beaten out of me in a little bit. No, they train to mitigate all of that.
Yeah, no, Vince asked a really good question. This is something important that people need to know because this is like the realism compared to the show of it. He asked, just wondering, if the wrestler was John Cena, do you think it would have been different? I mean, the security would have been different.
Yeah.
But no, John Cena would have got his fucking ass molested too in that situation too.
But at the same time, like, I also think, because like I also know that there's been a few times where like, like somebody tries a little too hard with like a pro wrestler, maybe not to quite that extent where they get to that extent.
Yeah.
But a pro wrestler like kind of like, all right, switches like, okay, now this is defensive.
Yeah, but even with that, you look at John Cena, you look at his kind of like livelihood growing up and you compare it to like a street kid like Raja that's cleaned up to fight. Like, that's like me saying, oh dude, if you were to put
well, I mean, I'd have to say like Brock Lesnar, because Brock Lesnar was a collegiate wrestler before he ever stepped into the ring.
Yeah, he would have been able to defend himself better, but striking wise, he would have got his ass fucking demolished. Oh, yeah, Alistair Overeem he showed him what's up. CM Punk, another guy, did wrestling or whatever. He was a fucking joke in the MMA world, man. Poor guy, dude. Yeah. I feel bad for him because fucking Mike, the fucking photographer guy, fucking made him look like a fool, dude. And he even got fired. Mike got fired, the photography guy that he fought in the last fight. He got pink slip from the UFC because he was embarrassing the fuck out of him, holding on to him and slapping him and making fun of him and holding him in basic shit, like just clowning him, man. Just clowning him. And he got fired because he was like, like Dana White said, dude, if you were able to fuck around that much, you could have finished the fight. So fuck you, get out of my organization. But then CM Punk shouldn't have been in the UFC. Yeah. Like, he shouldn't have been at that caliber. He needed to work his way up. Brock Lesnar gets it because he used to compete, like you said. But they put him in front of Frank Mir, another wrestler. They put him in front of Randy Couture.
Oh yeah, dude. I mean,
literally like 20 pounds smaller than him.
That fight with Frank Mir, that first fight with Frank Mir, dude, and Frank Mir embarrasses him. And holds that ankle lock And he's just like, dude,
I'm gonna break it.
So you fucking know I could snap this, and your career's over. Yeah,
and what's crazy is I think they fought a second time, and Brock Lesnar won the second time.
Oh yeah, and because because
he mauled him.
Yeah, he wins by TKO.
Yeah, he's just punching him on the ground.
Don't ever fucking forget.
But even with that, dude, if you go back and watch the fights, those punches aren't shit. He's just swinging on him, and they're not. It's just that those are what we call consecutive punches. That's a TKO. He's throwing punches. Frank Mir's not really defending them correctly, and some of them are sneaking through. But the moment you get like 6, like 4 or 5, like in amateurs, if you get like 4 of those to 6 of those, they'll cut the fight, even if you're not in danger. Even if the guy's got pillow hands, dude, and he's just hitting you and it's not doing anything. If you're trying to sit,
they did that. Yeah, they did that.
They're gonna be like, they're gonna be like, it's consecutive.
That's how I lost in my combatives fight. Yeah. I didn't get like pinned or anything, or I wasn't on my back, but like I remember moving in and I got like 4 good ones. Just and like as I was trying to like move in, they separated.
Yeah, they'll call like, oh yeah, you're not
TKO, and I'm like, what the fuck are you talking?
Yeah, because you're not intelligently defending yourself.
Yeah, and like all I have is like hands up. I'm defending shots, but I've received 4 in consecutive, or in succession, and they're like, nope, you're done, and I'm like. The fuck do you mean I'm done?
Because you're not in action, giving action back.
Yeah, like
and the thing is like
fuck you me for like trying to have a solid defense, right?
Yeah. At least but it's because in amateurs and stuff, they look out for the fighters in that way. They're just like, well, you can do that in the pros and take more. We don't give a fuck because you're gonna get paid. But here, you're not getting paid. You're not gonna do anything. We got to take care of you more. So that's kind of like the situation with those moments with Frank Mir and him. But like Randy Couture, if you go back and watch Randy Couture was piecing him up. And when he got to like the hands-on is when he's like fucking Brock Lesnar's like 20 pounds bigger than him. He's like 20 years younger than him. Of course he's going to push fucking little Randy Couture around. But then you put Alistair fucking Overeem, a kickboxing champion. That was equivalent to Holly Holmes in front of Ronda stupid fucking Rousey. And you put them in front of fighters who can throw some shit rather than just do one thing really well, and they're gonna get demolished, dude. They're gonna get fucking demolished. And in this situation, you had a kid like Rampage's, that's where he's consecutively training in different forms of martial arts. Not like even like how Rampage did it, where he was an NCAA wrestler and then just brawled with punches. You're looking at a kid who's going to gyms, learning boxing, learning kickboxing, learning Muay Thai, learning catch, learning Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, learning wrestling, and then putting it all together. He knows exactly what the fuck he's doing better than his dad does. Like better than education wise than his dad does. So like where his dad was at the time of history and martial arts, like he could get away with what he was doing because it was very, very like in its infancy stages when it comes to skills. It was a lot of Shudo guys. It was a lot of like real raw dudes that did wrestling in high school and like got in fights in bars and shit. And then they went pro. You fucking cannot get away with that. Not nowadays. Not where it's like, yo, send your 12-year-old to Kazakhstan and lose the number for 6 months and we'll give him back to you later because he's going to learn to be a fighter from birth. It's so much more distant, so much more different. Yeah, but during that time, Alistair Overeem wasn't juicing up when he got into the UFC. He couldn't. The fucking skill is too different. In fucking Pride, he was juiced up the wazoo. That's why you could tell his difference in body size. But Rampage juices too. Or what's his name? Brock Lesnar? Juiced also. Yeah, man. Yeah, fucking 100% he juices. All those fucking guys juice. All those fucking wrestler guys, they all juice. Because they don't need to take a piss test, because they're not being haltered by a commission to not make weight and not be on spike. So they could juice up and it doesn't worry because it's not a fucking crazy sport like that. But again, like Raja has been around this sport for a long time, and a lot of people are going to come out and defend him and be like, dude, he's a really nice kid, though. It does not fucking matter, dude. Whatever he was going trauma-wise, and I think earlier, right, Javi had put up in the comments, Rampage said Raja was concussed a couple of days ago, and he wasn't in the right mind. He never should have put in that situation. Well, that's a yes and a no. The reason why Rampage discusses the fact that he had a concussion is that he shouldn't be doing combative sports while getting hit in the head. He can go live his everyday life. He can go on his streams. He could do everything. He's not, unless he's like stuttering words. He's Rampage's kid. This guy's got money. He would have sent him to the hospital if he was that concussed. You know, the reason why he's out there hanging out doing stuff is because he was fine. He's just not in the position where he should be getting hit in the head. Because when you're fighting and talking to a commission, the commission does not allow you to take impacts in practice if you're set with a concussion after a bout. So that's why he means that. It's not anything in the sense of him making decisions, though. The decision that he made was in sound mind. He's just a fucking piece of shit for what he did. But like the aspect of it too is, I think there's a lot of unorganic pressure put on this Raja kid because of his dad. Like recently, I don't know if you noticed, maybe within like a month, a lot of people, I mean, fuck, how do we all even know who Raja's name is? It's the fact that Rampage is putting him out there. They're doing podcasts together. Rampage is doing Rampage shit, trying to be a gangster and play the character. And at the same time, he's trying to like picking on his kid on national television all day. Like Raja literally gets called a bitch by his own dad, like almost every fucking stream. So what do you think the comment section is going to do? Like they're going to call him a bitch also. They're going to try to hold water to him when it comes to this. What do you think they did? I guarantee, Triggs, you're a smart guy. I'm a smart guy. Everyone in the comment section is a smart guy. What do you think their comment section was like when he got hit with that can in the head? What do you think that comment section was saying when he was like, "No, I'm not going to hit him"? What do you think the comment section was saying? You already know, because the comment section and people are vile when it's not them. I 100% think that with this situation, I think Raja Jackson needs to hire a group of attorneys, and they need to sue and go after all of the fucking people in the comment section that were instigating the fight in the first place, that were instigating the assault. They need to hold these people accountable, because nowadays this kind of shit gets. It was like that fucking. I just posted it up, dude. That lady that got beat up in the streets at the police thing or whatever downtown. Yeah. It's the dudes that are like, "Oh, fuck yeah, blah." Like, bro, there's a woman behind you getting beat up by a younger gentleman. Stop that. Like, stop that. Like, what are you going to say? No, I don't want to do it. I just want to record. And then what, you want to dance and you want to fuck around and make faces and act like it's funny that this person's getting beat up? The assault shouldn't be happening. Like, the assault shouldn't be happening. And everyone in that comment section, you and I know, and everyone in the comment section knows, there's a large handful of people that were like, "Nah, you're being a pussy, dude. You got fucking punked by this piece of shit, dude. You're not even fucking gangster. Like, your dad would have done that shit." Like, I guarantee it, dude. I guarantee it. And all they did was they pushed this kid over the line. All they did was those people instigated a fight amongst this kid, and it just pushed him into a situation. Because again, it was supposed to be scripted. Like, he knew that there was a purpose for him to go in there, do what he needed to do, and then put on a show. And in that moment when he was like, yeah, man, I'll go out there. I'm gonna slam you down. Like, you can chill out and let your guard down. And when the guy let his guard down, this guy was like, "Got you, bitch. Now it's my turn. You're gonna make me look like a punk, then I'm gonna make you look like a punk." Because this is like the street shit. I'm always against motherfuckers that come into this sport and they have mental issues because they cannot handle shit correctly.
Yeah, like that also, like, especially on Raja, is just as much his fault, because, like,
100%.
Dude, if you can't handle that, like,
don't stream.
especially at a fucking wrestling event where you have to know that, like, dude, they're gonna fucking like poke. That's I mean, it's what they do. Yeah. And maybe that's just not the venue for you. Maybe that's just not the sport for you.
100%. Because it's crazy though, man, because like the wrestling world and the MMA world, they coincide so well together. So even like some of the athletes from the MMA community will retire and jump into pro wrestling because it's a way to keep in shape. It's a way to kind of still keep doing stuff, and you still get entertainment. You still get to work in front of a crowd, and you get to like these things after a while. You get paid doing what you like to do. Josh Barnett's one of my favorite wrestlers and MMA fighters, the babyface war machine or whatever. And he runs a fucking badass wrestling event called the Bloodsport. Mm-hmm. And he brings out other retired MMA fighters, and some of them are still active fighters, and they go out there and they put on a little bit of MMA and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and then they start working. They start putting the work into the crowd, and they start doing some fun shit, and it goes really, really fucking well most of the time, man. You know what I mean? But like maybe Raja was out there because, again, he's been picking up a lot of momentum in the streaming world, and he's been out there getting a lot more views. So like, let's say it's me and you, Triggs. Let's say you run a wrestling event, and I've been running I run my MMA shit, and you bring me out to a show, and you're like, "Hey Chris, like, you've been doing a bunch of shit. You're getting hundreds and thousands of views. Like, yo, come out to my show, man." And you've been blowing up real fast, dude. You've been blowing up real fast. So I'm like, yeah, I'll show up. Like I got, I'm getting free food and money and all this shit, and I'm not working and I'm doing my own thing, and I'm living this life. And then you show up to this event, and all these wrestlers, they don't like to be videotaped backstage, because when you're backstage with these guys and you have your camera on and you're videotaping them, it kind of steals the essence of the mystery of who they are. Because, when they're back there and they're getting prepped and ready and stuff like that, they are going through things with other people in the arena that you would see differently on stage. And if you were to announce that and put that out there, I think it kind of steals the magic of the entertainment, steals the magic of the show. And I don't think Raja knew that. And then at the same time, I think the other guy, Psycho Stu, was just being like, oh, well, I was protecting my image, my brand, because I didn't know. I thought you were just a fan. And Raja just was like, well, I'm not just a fan. I'm this, dude. That's what I am. And that's what I think would happen, man. And you're 100%, you're 100 motherfucking like correct. This fucking dude does not belong in that area. If he cannot control, he doesn't belong in society. If he cannot control his shit, and he could be at Walmart. What if he was at fucking HEB and someone was like, hey, Bo, like, who are you, bro? Like, fucking joking with him. And then what if he did that to someone at HEB? Like 100% picked him up, fucking slammed him on the ground, and then continue to ground and pound him. We're not going to be like, oh man, that was a wrestler, bro. That's a human being. Human beings, their bodies don't do that. They don't do that. They don't do that shit. Yeah. I hope he gets locked up. That's all. I know Rampage Jackson's
I'm more than sure that will be happening.
Yeah. And I think he needs to sit in that box, man. I think he needs to sit in that box. Rampage, he's got money and he's got all that shit because he's a celebrity. This kid's got some money too because he lives a celebrity life. But yeah, no, I don't think he, I think he needs to sit in that box for a bit and really realize what he's got. Because apparently he's like a really like, I got this because my dad's got this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he needs to work for that shit. But yeah. What do you think, Triggs? What's your take on all this shit?
Bro, all I know for sure is that Rampage is definitely going to be like, God damn it. Because I have a feeling that, like, yeah, dude, he's going to be like, you fucked up, right? Like, this is not one of those where, like, I can fucking call somebody and, you're going to slide on this, or, or you might have to do like a month or two or something like that. And some community service. Like, no, dude, this is probably like, dude, you're gonna sit in there for like a year or some shit, and you're gonna have to do some fucking big community service and like thousands in fines, and I'm sure you're gonna have to pay for this fucking dude's medical bills and shit. Like, yeah. I mean, he like Raja could have ended that man's career.
Yeah, no, I guarantee like this changed his entire life, dude. Nobody even understands, but this guy's whole life has just been changed. This is going to be years of fucking therapy. This is going to be years of this is going to be at least a year or two of him just getting back into physical shape again. The slam wasn't the thing that fucked him up. The overarching beating to the face, the head being concussed and being just taking nothing but onslaughts of punches full force. Like
22. He took
22 full ass punches, not even realizing that was going to happen. In an MMA fight, when you get taken to the ground, your brain reacts and says, oh, fuck, I'm going to get punched. I need to cover up and I need to bite down on my mouthpiece. I need to do all this stuff. This man went in there not knowing that was going to happen. And it happened 22 fucking times. Yeah, this kid needs to go to jail, man. He needs to go to jail for a while. I support that 100%, man. Yeah, serious disappointment in the MMA community for this kind of shit. Because
this is one of those where like I'm not saying that Dana White is going to be like, oh, what the fuck or anything like that. Because I mean, Raja's not a UFC fighter. I mean, who does he fight for? Bellator or
who the fuck cares, man? Yeah. He don't fight for no one no more.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, he don't fight for no one no more. And again, just because he was riding his dad's fucking coattails. He hasn't really fought for a large enough promotion yet that's really put his name out there. The only reason why his name's out there is because of his dad. Like, other than that, he would have just been a normal fucking dude in the MMA scene. He ain't doing anything spectacular on his own. He ain't making like highlight reels and shit. So, again, if it wasn't for Rampage Jackson paving the way for him, he wouldn't be even a talking point in this conversation, other than MMA guy assaults pro wrestler at an event like an asshole. So literally what it is. Like, it makes me so angry that this shit happened. Because, again, like, the MMA community already gets like a somewhat of a bad kind of like a image sometimes when it's like, oh, you guys are just violent people. Like, and this is the kind of shit that happens. Like, you know what I mean? Like this kind of shit. I don't know. I'm disappointed in this kid. I'm really disappointed. Do you think he gets jail time or you think he gets out?
Dude, I mean, I'd like to think that he gets jail time, but who knows, man? Who knows, like, what kind of fucking, connects, Daddy Jackson has.
Yeah. I really hope
like
Rampage, and I kind of feel like he won't. I hope
I kind of think I think Rampage is kind of gonna stay away from this one because I have a feeling
I think he's involved. I think because if I'm not mistaken, he made a Twitter already, didn't he? He made a tweet already about it, and he was like, "Yo, my number one concern is Mr. Smith's, is Mr. Smith's health. Like that's my number one concern. I don't condone anything my kid did. Like he's on his own. Like we're gonna take care of it.
I'm not sure. Like he's like like I'm not gonna say disowning him, or saying like, oh, I'm not gonna help him. But yeah, I have a feeling that right now, like Rampage is like, hey man, we gotta focus on what you just fucking did. We can focus on what's gonna go on with you when that fucking we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Right now, like the main important thing is making sure that this motherfucker stays alive.
Yeah. Because everybody, man, dude, dude, it's so fucking sad. Like they thought he was dead, dude.
I don't blame them.
They thought he was fucking dead. And this is a sport, like mind you, you have to understand, and people have to understand, like the violence that connects the world when it comes to like the MMA world, like what we're capable of and what people are capable of. There's like fucking 4 wrestlers in there trying to stop this one MMA guy, and they're having so much difficulty stopping him. You know what I mean? And none of them could really do anything. So like in the idea of it, like, yeah, it's beyond bonkers, man. It's beyond bonkers. It's fucking horrible. But yeah. Triggs, what else we got, man? Is that pretty much it for the night?
I think it is, brother. I really think it is.
What do we got going on this week for you, Triggs?
Work.
Ooh, I like that. Yeah. Well, as of now, we have some smokers coming up in the McAllen area. If you guys want to go check them out, we're doing let me see if I can find it real quick. It's at McAllen Combat Academy? Combat? Oh, United. Right. United Combat. Oops, I can't even fucking spell Triggs, man. I'm telling you, my brain's all warped out of shit right now. So we'll be at United Combat. I think that's the name of the gym. It's in the McAllen area on Chicago Avenue. They're going to be hosting a smoker this weekend. And yeah, man, we're going to be a part of it. It's going to be really fun. A lot of Muay Thai stuff, a lot of kickboxing, and yeah, super excited. Good. That's what we got going on Friday. I have like 2 or 3 fighters that are getting ready, so I'm really excited for it.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, boys. I want to say, Triggs, of course, I appreciate you for coming out. Derps, I don't know what happened to that dude, but
right.
Yeah, he's just fucking collapsed and just passed out or whatever. So, and of course, Brian, somewhere out there in the world, we appreciate you, brother. Thank you for everybody that jumped in the comment section. Thank you for everybody that kind of comes in every weekend and loves doing what we do. We appreciate you. Sorry that the stuff isn't very, it's not very nerd quality. I mean, there's nothing really going on except for the fight in Marvel and the DC stuff with Peacemaker, but hopefully we get some stuff popping off soon. Hopefully. Guys, if you're doing good, let us know what's up during the week. If there's anything you want us to check out, make sure you hit us up in the DMs. We appreciate every one of you. And to all our extraordinary listeners, thank you guys so much. We'll see you guys again here next Sunday, Average Boys Podcast. We love you. We'll see you guys later.
Peace.